Let's look at laptop maintenance. Laptops have fewer upgrade options than desktops, but specific upgrades and repairs can significantly extend their lifespan. Common improvements include increasing RAM, replacing the battery, and upgrading storage. Because of their portability, laptops are more prone to damage, making components like the keyboard and screen more likely to require replacement. In practice, older laptops are typically thicker, while newer laptops tend to be thinner with less space inside the case. Modern customers generally prefer slimmer, less bulky laptops. Larger laptops typically offer more serviceable parts and upgrade options, whereas thinner laptops generally have fewer serviceable parts and limited upgrade options. It's important to note that many modern laptops leave you stuck with the configuration that you purchased. Some models have storage and memory soldered onto the main board, making them non-upgradable. Therefore, before committing to a laptop purchase, ensure you understand what can and cannot be upgraded. There are a lot of different ways to protect your devices from static discharge. These include anti-static mats, wristbands, and gloves. If you want to know more, see our video on electrical safety and ESD. When it comes to ESD, using some anti-static protection is better than none. Most technicians will not use all the anti-static protection available. However, it is crucial to use some form of anti-static protection, especially for laptops due to their compact design and delicate internal components. Laptops feature tightly packed circuitry, making them highly susceptible to electrostatic discharge. Even a minor discharge can damage or destroy these components, leading to expensive repairs. Whenever I work on the internals of laptops or mobile devices, I always ensure the use of some form of anti-static protection. Before starting work, it is a good idea to check the manufacturer's website for documentation. Not all manufacturers will provide a lot of documentation, if any at all. When this is the case, have a look at how-to videos or videos showing how to break down the laptop into its components. You can find plenty of video guides that demonstrate how to replace or upgrade laptop components. There is a large variety of models on the market. Hopefully, there is one for your specific laptop. Many laptops open by removing the back panel, while others require removing the keyboard to access internal parts. These videos can often be helpful for getting started and identifying where the components are located. Even if the guide covers a different component than what you are trying to achieve, it may still assist you in opening the laptop and locating the required components. You should document screw holes, cable placement, and anything else you intend to remove. Nowadays, photos are often the best tool for documenting these details. They can be a lifesaver when you can't remember where something belongs. I have lost count of the number of times I have assembled a laptop only to have leftover screws. Then I have to figure out where the missing screws go, and these photos are incredibly helpful in such situations. When working in IT, I recommend the iFixit kits. We do not receive any payment for recommending them. We simply use and like their products. Some laptops have screws with non-standard heads, often referred to by various names, including security screws or proprietary screws. The iFixit kits include a variety of screwdriver bits that cover the vast majority of screw types. While I consider a good kit like the iFixit kit essential, I also find a magnetic mat incredibly useful. The magnetic surface holds the screws in place. The example mat allows you to write on the mat to label the screws, making it easier to remember their locations when reassembling the laptop. Let's take a look at some example laptops and the process of disassembling them. To start with, I will look at an older laptop as an example. Modern laptops will most likely have fewer removable panels, rely more on soldered components, and offer limited access to internal hardware, making upgrades and repairs more challenging without professional help or specialized tools. By first examining an older laptop, you will gain a clear sense of how internal components are arranged and identified, as well as what removable panels and connectors look like. With this understanding, you'll have an easier time working with modern laptops even though they have fewer access points and more integrated hardware. Before starting any work, it is a good idea to check if the manufacturer provides any documentation. The availability of documentation can vary greatly between manufacturers, with some offering extensive resources and others providing very little. In some cases, the manufacturer may not provide much documentation at all. Looking at the back of the laptop, you will often find markings that provide hints on how to access the internal components or remove the back case. For example, there is a switch to release the battery, with imprinted indicators showing the locked and unlocked positions. To remove the battery, slide the switch to the side and place your finger in the small recess between the battery and the case to lift the battery out. Modern laptops commonly use sealed batteries to achieve thinner, lighter designs and improve structural integrity. This shift also streamlines manufacturing, caters to consumer demand for sleeker aesthetics, and enhances portability. As a result, easily removable batteries like these are becoming increasingly rare. This laptop features a removable hard disk on the side. To remove it, unscrew the retaining screw and pull the hard disk out of the laptop. With the increasing use of M.2 storage in laptops, removable storage like this is becoming increasingly rare. Check the back of the laptop for access panels. While these are becoming rare, some modern laptops still include them. Access panels typically have a single retaining screw that must be removed before the panel can be taken off. This laptop has another access panel on the opposite side. As before, it's simply a matter of removing the retaining screw. If the panel doesn't come off, ensure the screw is fully unscrewed and use a flathead screwdriver to pry the panel out gently. You don't need to apply much force when removing the panel. If it still won't come out, it is likely because the screw hasn't been completely unscrewed. Next, I will examine a more modern laptop. Newer laptops are less likely to have upgradable parts or access panels. To perform any maintenance on such a laptop, I will first need to remove its back cover. This laptop has 10 visible screws on the bottom. Notice that these screws are not standard Phillips head screws, but have a 6-point star-shaped pattern. Therefore, a standard Phillips head screwdriver cannot be used. My iFixit kit includes a variety of screwdriver bits, so it is just a matter of finding the correct one. In this case, the 6-point bit I require is included. If the kit does not include the required bit, you may need to purchase a specialty screwdriver or additional bits. You may need to try a few bits until you find the correct one. Choosing the wrong bit risks stripping the screw, so if it does not fit perfectly, try another one. I will now remove the 10 screws from the laptop case and place them on my magnetic mat. I will arrange them on the mat to roughly match their original positions, making it easier to replace them later. In this example, all the screws are identical, but in some laptops, you may find a mixture of different types. In cases like these, make sure to keep them organized to avoid mixing them up. To remove the back panel, I will use an opening pick, often referred to as a guitar pick. Opening picks are thin, flexible tools designed to safely pry apart and separate delicate components of electronic devices without causing damage. They are excellent for breaking through adhesive layers, accessing tight spaces, and holding parts open during disassembly. Their flexibility and soft material make them ideal for working on tightly sealed devices such as smartphones, tablets, and laptops. If you are having trouble opening the case, you can leave one of the opening picks inserted to help keep it open while using another pick on a different part of the case. If the case is particularly difficult to open, try working on another section. Sometimes clips may be holding the case in place, making it challenging to open. However, in this instance, something else is preventing me from opening the case. In some cases, there may be additional screws hidden under rubber strips. This laptop has 2 rubber strips, one at the top and one at the bottom. While some laptops may have screws beneath these strips, I know this particular laptop does not. If you are having trouble opening the case, it is a good idea to watch a video of someone else performing the procedure. The last thing you want is to remove the rubber strips only to find there are no screws underneath. For this laptop, 2 additional screws are located under a flap in the middle of the laptop, preventing the case from being removed. I will now remove these screws. This underscores the importance of not forcing the case open, as screws still holding it in place could damage the laptop case. If you are having trouble removing the case, you may need to feel where it is stuck. For instance, 3 sides might lift slightly while the last side refuses to budge, most likely due to a missed screw on that side. With the screws removed, I can now easily take off the case. This particular laptop has components such as memory, storage, the battery, and Wi-Fi that can be replaced or upgraded. I will cover how to upgrade these components in another video. This video should, however, be enough to get you started. Some modern laptops are glued together, and even if you manage to access the interior, they may not have any components that can be replaced or repaired. In such cases, the only real maintenance option available is to give the laptop a good clean when it needs it. Nowadays, not every laptop has upgrade or maintenance options. In our upcoming videos, I will explore laptop upgrades and maintenance in greater detail. This video is enough to get you started, but there is still much more to cover. Until then, thank you for watching.